Hmm. So today we are going to start a new chapter. That is, chapter name is applications. This is the last chapter, applications. Okay. So this chapter deals with application of power electronic converters. Whatever converters we have understood, like rectifier, phase control rectifier, inverters, choppers, cycloconverter, AC voltage regulators, all these applications are discussed in this particular chapter. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the first topic of this chapter, which is HVDC transmission lines. This is the first topic which we are going to study now. HVDC transmission line. HVDC full form. What is the full form of HVDC? Abhishek? High voltage direct current or DC current, you can say. So So HVDC transmission lines. So we will be understanding how the power electronic converters are playing an important role in the HVDC transmission lines. Okay. So now first of all we'll be discussing why are we using transmission lines, HVDC transmission lines. Okay. Now you know that transmission, every power system has got four phases of um, utilization. You can say four stages. You can say like generation. Number one is generation. Number two is your transmission. Number three is distribution, and number four is utilization. These are the four stages of power system. So transmission is one of the important phase or stage. You can say so in transmission. We have already gone through that for AC transmission, there are three types of lines are there: short transmission line, medium transmission line, and long transmission line. But still, if the distance which you have to cover for transmitting the power, bulk power, suppose you want to transmit bulk power for a very very long distance, which is not which is beyond the range of long transmission line, so in that case, you need to take help of HVDC transmission line. So HVDC transmission line, one in one sentence, I can say that it is mainly used to transmit bulk power for very long distance. Okay, so you can write down. It is used to transmit bulk power. Bulk power means large power. Okay, bulk power for very long distance. Okay, it is used to transmit bulk power for a very long distance. So you can see, suppose your range of transmission line is beyond long transmission line and you need to transmit bulk power. In that case, you have to take help of HVDC transmission line. Okay, so this is the use of HVDC transmission line. Okay, now we will be discussing what are the advantages. Advantages, okay. Now we are discussing advantages. What are the advantages? There are many advantages. Number one is it is cheaper, or you can say less cost is there. Uh, then we can say no corona loss. I hope you have understood why I am highlighting corona. समझ में आया? नो कोरोना लॉस, देन इट इज रिलायबल। बहुत सारा है इसका एडवांटेज, इंपॉर्टेंट इंपॉर्टेंट डिस्कस कर ले रही हूँ ना। चीपर है, नो कोरोना लॉसेस देयर, क्योंकि डीसी है ना, तो डीसी में कोरोना लॉस नहीं के बराबर होता है, एसी में होता है कोरोना लॉस, ठीक है। देन रिलायबल, नो रिएक्टिव पावर compensation. Number 4 is no reactive power compensation. What is the meaning? See, in AC, we have got three types of power. Three types of power. What are there? Active power, reactive power, and apparent power. S. Okay. So, ये जो active, reactive, ये जो apparent power है, these are coming into picture only in AC, because there is a difference between voltage and current components, that cos phi is coming into picture. But in DC, no such thing is there. So that is why it is written कि reactive power compensation नहीं है। Q को compensate करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, ये जो Q है इसको compensate करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, because इसमें वो cos phi sin phi वाला सीन नहीं है। ओके, यहाँ तक लिख लिए ना ना। नंबर 5 ओवर ना। ओके, ना नंबर 5। नंबर 5 इज नो लाइन लोडिंग। जैसे एसी ट्रांसमिशन लाइन में होता है ओवरलोडिंग, देयर विल बी प्रॉब्लम ऑफ ओवरलोडिंग, बट इन एचवीडीसी ट्रांसमिशन लाइन ओवरलोडिंग प्रॉब्लम इज नॉट देयर। ओके, नाउ नंबर 6, if you are using AC transmission line, then obviously transmission losses will be more, but for HVDC transmission line losses will be less, I square R loss will be less, so that's why I wrote low transmission losses होगा, but कम होगा, AC के comparison में कम होगा। So this is one of the bigger advantage if you are supplying a bulk power for a very long distance, तो AC में तो बहुत सारा loss हो जाएगा, but DC में HVDC transmission line, yeah, losses will be there, no doubt, but losses will be very less. Okay, now number 7, better voltage regulation. Better voltage regulation means voltage regulation, I hope you know, Vs minus Vr by Vs into 100, that is percentage voltage regulation. So here it is better, because here reason is we will be having less losses, transmission losses in this case, so that is why we will be having better voltage regulation of HVDC in comparison with AC transmission lines. So these are the some important और एक लिख सकते हैं एक याद आया, नो स्किन इफेक्ट। स्किन इफेक्ट नहीं है इसमें। स्किन इफेक्ट जो होता है एसी कंडक्टर्स में होता है, ठीक है, तो स्किन इफेक्ट का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है इसमें। सो दीज आर द इम्पॉर्टेंट 8 advantages I have discussed, but there are many more advantages. Okay, so I have discussed only 8, the important ones. Okay, now it has got disadvantage also, so let us now discuss disadvantages. Okay, disadvantages, right? Number 1, disadvantage में क्या है? Number 1, we can say, though it is cheaper, number first point we have discussed, though it is cheaper, but It has got some equipment very costlier. Okay, so I'm writing costly terminal equipments. I'll be telling you what do you mean by saying terminal equipments. ठीक है, अभी फिलहाल टर्मिनल इक्विपमेंट्स मतलब कुछ इक्विपमेंट्स है जो यहाँ पे यूज करते हैं फॉर कन्वर्शन पर्पस, मतलब पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्वर्टर्स, वो कॉस्टली है. ठीक है, दैट इज व्हाई आई रोट कॉस्टली टर्मिनल इक्विपमेंट्स. नंबर 2, more maintenance is required. More maintenance is required. So these are the two main disadvantages, but advantages ज़्यादा है in comparison with disadvantages. Okay. So now let us discuss line diagram, you can say, of a HVDC transmission line. Okay. यहाँ तक हो गया लिखना? रब करूँ? Okay. So now we are going to discuss single line diagram of HVDC transmission line. Okay. Single line diagram. अच्छा, आई नीड अ स्पेस प्रॉब्लम, तो मैं जीएस लिख रही हूँ, मतलब जनरेटिंग स्टेशन. जीएस इज अ शॉर्ट फॉर्म. हाँ, तुम लोग चाहो तो थोड़ा बड़ा सा फिगर बनाना, जीएस को फुल फॉर्म लिख देना, जनरेशन स्टेशन. ओके. आई एम राइटिंग इन शॉर्ट. हाँ, 3 फेज कन्वर्टर. CONV मतलब कन्वर्टर. The first converter which you can see over here is it's a 3 phase converter, is a rectifier. Okay, and this one is a inverter. HVDC transmission line. TL मतलब transmission line. Okay. This end is receiving end, and this is sending end. Okay, so this is a complete diagram. Okay, diagram over. Anisha हो गया? Okay, so first of all, we have got a generating station. GS matlab generating station. Now, in generating station, whatever power is being generated, that you need to first step. You need to step it up. Means you have to step up the voltage, because there will be some losses in the transmission line. So obviously, yeah, you need to step up. Otherwise, the voltage which you will be getting at the receiving end will be very less. So that is why we are first stepping up with the help of transformer. So you can see over here, one step up transformer is there. Now after this, step up voltage is that AC voltage, you can say, is fed to a three phase converter. That converter is a rectifier basically. So it converts AC to DC. So we are getting output of this converter as DC. Now this DC is used for transmitting bulk power for a very long distance, and this is your HVDC transmission line, right? Now this DC, you know that for utilization and distribution purpose, we need to have once again AC. So once again, you have to convert DC back to AC. So we need to have another converter, which is your inverter. Okay, inverter. So this will convert DC, which is being received from the HVDC sending end to HVDC receiving end. That DC will be converted into AC. And once again, before giving it to receiving end, we have to once again step down the voltage, output voltage. So that is why we are using a step down transformer. Okay, and then finally it is given to the receiving end. Okay, this is the receiving end where we are giving. Okay, I think it is clear to all of you. हेलो. हाँ, तो ये जो HVDC ट्रांसमिशन लाइन है, दिस इज द HVDC ट्रांसमिशन लाइन. दिस इज required when you are feeding a bulk power for a very long distance. There AC transmission line won't be helpful, because there you will be having lots of transmission losses. So there this HVDC lines plays a very important role, and there we need to have in applications. This chapter we are discussing how the converters are playing very important role in the applications. So there, so we can see here that we are having a rectifier and we are having one inverter. Without these two converters, this HVDC transmission conversion is not possible. Okay, so for conversion purpose, we are taking care of, we are taking help of these two three phase converters. Okay, now let us assume ki the sending end voltage is Vs, sending end voltage is Vs, and receiving end voltage is Vr. R for receiving and S for sending end. Okay, and also let us assume ki PS is the power, PS is the power sent through the sending end, and PR is the power received at the receiving end. These are the symbols. Okay, Vs is for voltage, Vr is for voltage, PS is for power transferred, and PR is the power received at the receiving end. Okay, and another symbol which I am assuming is R. Let us assume that transmission line, HVDC transmission line, will be having it will not it will be having certain value of resistance. The transmission line will have certain resistance. So let us assume the resistance of HVDC transmission line be R. Okay, रब कर रही हूँ. सिंबल्स को नोट कर लेना. वी एस, वी आर, PS, PR, and R. R is the resistance of HVDC transmission lines. Okay. So first of all, current which will be flowing through HVDC line. Okay, so first of all, IDC. IDC means current flowing through the HVDC transmission lines. Okay, so this is equal to I is equal to V by R formula. So total voltage is Vs minus Vr, means sending end voltage minus receiving end voltage divided by R. Vs minus Vr by R. This is the current IDC, which is the current flowing through HVDC transmission line. Okay. Now power loss. We are sending a power PS and we are getting a power at the receiving end as PR. So PS minus PR. Obviously PS is greater than PR. So some loss is occurring. That loss is PS minus PR. PS is greater than PR. So the difference is giving us the value of the power loss that is occurring in the that power loss. This power loss is the loss related with the transmission line losses which is occurring in HVDC line, and also the power loss is related with the conversion. When you are converting AC to DC and once again DC to AC, some losses will also occur in three-phase converter, though those losses will be less, but still this will come this will be included in the this particular power loss. Okay. So there are two types of losses which are included in this. One is losses that are occurring in HVDC line, and another one is losses which is occurring in the conversion process in both the three-phase converter. Okay. Now Vs. Vs. Uh, Vs means the sending end voltage. Okay. There is no derivation for this. You can write down the formula directly. Equation 2, equation 3. This is a minus sign. Okay. थ्री इंटू एक्स सी एस मैं बताऊंगी सिंबल का मतलब क्या है. XCS. हो गया लिखना. Now VR. There is another formula for VR. VR is receiving end voltage minus this is X. Okay. Equation number 4. Now write down what is ACS. ACS is AC side line to line voltage at sending end. AC side, AC side line to line voltage at sending end. Okay. After that we have got ACR, this one, ACR. ACR is same as AC line to line. Line to line, हाँ, one thing is missing. हाँ, यहाँ पे लिखना RMS. AC side. अच्छा, first you write down this ACS. ACS symbol is AC side line to line RMS voltage at sending end. RMS, root means square. Now next is ACR. ACR is same as this. Just copy paste AC side line to line RMS voltage at receiving end. Instead of sending it, it will be receiving end because there is a in the suffix we are using a symbol R. So instead of sending it, it will be only receiving end. Otherwise, rest thing just to be copy and pasted. AC side line to line RMS voltage at receiving end. Now what is XCR? First XCS. XCS. XCS is commutation reactance. Commutation reactance at the sending end. Another symbol is XCR. XCR is same as XCS, commutation reactance. Only you have to change this word. Instead of sending end, it will be receiving end because we have got a R in the symbol. That is why. So write down XCR, commutation reactance at the receiving end. The next is P. P is equal to, next another thing which we are going to discuss. P means power transfer. Write down P is equal to power transfer. P is equal to power transfer. Okay, power transfer. It is not power loss. Acha, let me write down P dash as a symbol because earlier I think we have used equation number 2, I think P as a symbol now, so it will be same. So let us use a symbol P dash. P dash is equal to power transfer, so it is equal to Vs into IDC. Vs into IDC, and IDC from equation number 1, if you substitute equation number 1 over here, so Vs IDC is equal to Vs minus Vr by R. So equation number 5. Okay, so these are the 5 main equations associated with HVDC transmission line. Okay, now the single line diagram which we have drawn, that can be equivalently drawn to another diagram. Okay, so we'll be drawing that one. equivalent circuit diagram of single line diagram. ओके, रब कर रही हूँ, हो गया लिखना? हेलो, ओके। ओके, सो राइट डाउन इक्विवेलेंट सर्किट, सिंगल लाइन डायग्राम जो हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया था उसका इक्विवेलेंट सर्किट। ओके, हाँ वो बता देती हूँ अभी, पहले इसको कर लो, मिस हो गया, बता देती हूँ। So this is the equivalent circuit of the single line diagram which we have discussed in the beginning of this topic. So write down at the bottom of this diagram has equivalent circuit. So the pink line which I have shown over here is a HVDC transmission line. Okay, the diagram is over. Okay, so pink line which you can see on the screen is HVDC transmission line having a resistance R. Okay, and first converter which you can see over here is your rectifier. This one is a rectifier, and another one, three phase converter, which you can see over here, is a inverter. So three phase line is coming from the generating station, red, yellow, blue. So first it is converted from AC to DC, given to HVDC transmission line, and then at the receiving end, three phase inverter is used. That DC taken from the HVDC transmission line is converted to AC and fed to the receiving end. So this is your receiving end. So I'm writing this is receiving end and this is sending end. Okay, this is receiving end and this is sending end. So this is the equivalent circuit of single line diagram. So you can see na, in converter and inverter, the thyristors are connected in just in reverse direction. So first one is a rectifier and second one is a inverter. Okay. Now we are going to discuss types of HVDC lines. How many types of HVDC lines are there? Okay, there are three types. Okay, so let us discuss one by one. So next is a subheading of HVDC transmission line topic. Okay, subheading is types of transmission HVDC transmission lines. I think this diagram is clear to you. Equivalent circuit. Okay. So next subheading, types of HVDC lines. Okay, so number one is monopolar DC link. First type is monopolar DC link. Now, what is the meaning of mono? Mono means one. So this name suggests For this type of HVDC line, this name suggests monopolar. Mono means one, so only one conductor is used, and only one conductor is used in the HVDC transmission line, and the return path is provided by means of the ground or earth. So only one conductor we are using over here. Monopolar, only one conductor we will be using over here. So now next is the equivalent circuit diagram for this monopolar DC link. Okay, circuit diagram. S means sending end and R means receiving end. Diagram over. Okay, so you can see over here ki, I think this explanation is same this part. We have got a sending end and we need to have first a step up transformer, then we have got a rectifier. Okay, then rectifier is connected with HVDC transmission line. तो now you must be thinking about the return path. Return path कहाँ है? Return path जो है वो grounded है. देखो दोनों साइड से रिटर्न पाथ जो है वो ग्राउंडेड है, कनेक्टेड टू अर्थ. ठीक है. So only one transmission line is used, only one conductor is being used, that is why the word is monopolar. Mono means one, so only one conductor we are using for transmission line, and जो return path है वो earth है, ground से connected है. So you can note down one line over there, हाँ, as a star करके एक line लिख लो. Only one conductor, note it down, only one conductor is used, only one conductor is used as HVDC line, only one conductor is used as HVDC line, and return path RETURN, return path is provided by ground, is provided by ground. Second note, second point, huh? Second note. Second note, write down second note, write down. Second note, it is mainly used for cable transmission. It is mainly used for cable transmission. केबल ट्रांसमिशन, केबल ट्रांसमिशन लॉन्गर डिस्टेंस के लिए जब यूज किया जाता है वहां पे यूज किया जाता है दिस मोनोपोलर ट्रांसमिशन, मोनोपोलर डीसी लिंक. ओके, नाउ सेकेंड टाइप इज बाईपोलर. Bipolar DC link. So as the name suggests, bi means two. So we will be having two conductors. So write down, there will be two conductors for this type. Two conductors will be used. One will have positive polarity and another one will have a negative polarity. Okay, so we'll be using two conductors. One will be having a positive polarity and another one will be having a negative polarity. Okay, now the equivalent circuit for this bipolar DC link. Acha, alpha beta remained. Alpha means firing angle and beta means extinction angle. Okay, so in all the transmission line, we are discussing three phase, two numbers of three phase converters. One is working as rectifier, another one is working as inverter. Okay, so alpha firing angle for converter. You can note one important thing, which I forgot to explain. Extinction angle समझते हो ना? फेस कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर पे डिस्कस हुआ था। ये जैसे वो याद होगा, ऐसे जो आरएल सर्किट में ऐसे होता था ना, तो आउटपुट वोल्टेज, सो दिस इज अल्फा एंड दिस इज बीटा, जहाँ पे खत्म हो रहा था। ओके, इफ यू रिमेम्बर, दिस इज एक्सटिंक्शन एंगल, ओके, एंड दिस इज फायरिंग एंगल। सो हाँ, क्या बोल रही थी? एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज रह गया था। हाँ, इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज क्या था कि जो फायरिंग एंगल है, सॉरी, फायरिंग एंगल फॉर रेक्टिफायर, जो थ्री फेज कन्वर्टर हम लोग स्टार्टिंग में यूज कर रहे हैं, फॉर रेक्टिफायर, firing angle should lie within a range of 0 to 90 डिग्री। 90 डिग्री से ऊपर नहीं होना चाहिए, ठीक है। एंड अल्फा फॉर इन्वर्टर्स, थ्री फेज इन्वर्टर जो कि रिसीविंग एंड पे यूज हो रहा है, उसका फायरिंग एंगल 90 से 180 के बीच लाई होना चाहिए। 90 से 180। क्यों, रीजन क्यों है ऐसा? क्योंकि ये नोट कर लिया, रेक्टिफायर के लिए 0 to 90 होना चाहिए फायरिंग, और फायरिंग एंगल फॉर इन्वर्टर 90 to 180 होना चाहिए। रीजन क्या है? ड्यूअल कन्वर्टर पढ़े हो? ड्यूअल कन्वर्टर, आइडियल ड्यूअल कन्वर्टर, अभिषेक पढ़े हो? अच्छा, उसमें वो डायग्राम था, याद है? उससे रिलेटेड है। इसमें क्या होता है, तुम्हारा जो आउटपुट वोल्टेज है, दिस इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू कॉस ऑफ फायरिंग एंगल। ये कोसाइन वेव फॉर्म है। ये जो वेव फॉर्म है, ये किस टाइप का है? अगर मैं इसको और एक कलर से ड्रॉ करूँ, ये कोसाइन वेव फॉर्म है ना, तो आउटपुट वोल्टेज इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू कॉस अल्फा, ठीक है। तो कॉस अल्फा क्या हो रहा है? अगर मैं इसको 0 लेती हूँ, इसको 90 लेती हूँ, ये वाला पॉइंट को, हाँ, और ये इस पॉइंट को 180 लेती हूँ, तो 0 to 90 ये रेक्टिफायर जैसे काम करेगा। और 90 के बाद क्या हो जाएगा? कॉस ऑफ 90 के बाद कोई भी एंगल लो, कॉस कॉस ऑफ 90 के बाद, कॉस ऑफ 90 इज, सी, कॉस ऑफ 0 इज 1, ठीक है। कॉस 90 इज 0 ना, कॉस 180 अगर लेते हो तो माइनस में आता है, ठीक है, -1। एंड 90 से 180 के बीच कोई भी एंगल लो, इफ यू विल फाइंड आउट इट्स वैल्यू विल बी नेगेटिव। नेगेटिव मतलब नीचे की तरफ आ रहा है ना, ठीक है। नेगेटिव मीन्स दिस साइड। तो नेगेटिव मतलब ये जो ग्रीन वाला मैं लाइन कर रही हूँ, ये इन्वर्टर ऑपरेशन शो कर रहा है, ये रेक्टिफायर नहीं होगा, ये इन्वर्टर का ऑपरेशन, ठीक है। और जो मैंने पिंक में लाइन ड्रॉ किया, वो रेक्टिफायर ऑपरेशन बता रहा है, ठीक है। इसीलिए 0 to 90 अगर हम फायरिंग एंगल इस रेंज में रखते हैं तो रेक्टिफायर जैसे काम करेगा, और अगर हम 90 से 180 रेंज पे रखते हैं फायरिंग एंगल, देन इट विल ऑपरेट एज इन्वर्टर। व्हाई? बिकॉज हियर द आउटपुट वोल्टेज इज बिकमिंग नेगेटिव, माइनस हो जा रहा है। ठीक है, दिस इज द रीजन। ओके, ये डायग्राम हो गया। हेलो।